Hi friends, I am here to read you chapter 32 and 33 from Escape from Mr. Lemoncello's library. Okay, Sierra, said Kyle, your turn. Sierra flicked the spinner. The pointy tip ended up in the yellow 200 zone. She went ahead and pulled a yellow card. It's definitely for the 200s section, she said, showing her clue to Miguel before revealing it to Kyle and Akimi. Weird, said Miguel. What? Said Akimi before Kyle could. Well, the 200s are where they keep books on world religions. But there are two numbers on this card, said Sierra. Maybe this time we need to find two books, suggested Kyle. I don't know, said Sierra, studying her card. 220.5200 or 220.5203 is obviously a call number. Obviously, said Akimi, but this other number isn't the proper format. 2/20/15. February 20th, 2015, said Akimi. Quick, what happened on that date? Nobody knows, said Kyle, because it hasn't happened yet. Because this book was published before 2015. Oh, right, okay. How about February 20th, 1915? That was the opening day of the Panama Pacific International Exposition in San Francisco, said Sierra. Jaws dropped. Sorry, I'm a big World's Fair fan. Everybody else just nodded. Finally, Miguel spoke up. Let's just go down the 200s room and find 220.5203. We can figure out the second chunk later. The team once again trooped down to the second floor and worked their way around the circular balcony. You guys, said Sierra, looking across the atrium at the statues. Remember how they switched all the hologram authors when Bridget Watch did her extreme challenge? Yep, said Kyle. She was doing good till she got to the Russian dude. What Russian dude? Asked Miguel, who hadn't witnessed Bridget's elimination. The guy who wrote 5 or 6 books that Sierra could tell you about. But look, said Sierra, now all the author statues are the same ones they were last night. So, said Kyle thoughtfully, they can switch them around. These must be clues for our game, blurted Akimi. She pulled out a pen and her notepad. I'll write down their names. Start with the guy under the 000's wedge of the Wonder Dome, suggested Kyle. Right. Akimi read the label pedestals and jotted down all the authors' names. Thomas Wolfe, Booker T. Washington, Stephen Sondheim, George Orwell, Lewis Carroll, Dr. Seuss, Maya Angelou, Shel Silverstein, Pseudonymous Bosch, and Todd Strasser. So, said Akimi when she finished writing, do you think that this game could get any more complicated? Maybe, said Kyle. It is possible that Mr. Lemoncello left a couple different paths to the same solution. Maybe, said Kyle. Personally, I can only take one path at a time, said Akimi. So let's go find 22 point whatever. Should be in the new row of bookcases, said Miguel. Here we go. 220.5203. The King James Bible. Ach, de Lieber! An excellent choice, said a man with a thick German accent. The 4 teammates spun around and were face to face with a semi-transparent guy in the medieval garb with a fur-trimmed cap and a beard that looked like 2 raccoon tails sewn together under his nose and his chin. I am Johannes Kleinfleisch zur Laden zum Gutenberg, said the holographic image, who had ink stains all over his fingertips. You created the Gutenberg Bibles on your printing press, gushed Sierra. Yeah, the big bestseller. You need to keep with your Bible. I'm at your service. You need help with your Bible? I'm at your service. He bowed. Okay, said Akimi, turning to Miguel. Take it away, Miguel. Herr Gutenberg, sir. We're looking for 22015. Das ist fine. Huh? That's easy. That is easy. 22015 is Exodus chapter 20, verse 15. Of course, said Miguel. Exodus is the second book of the Bible. 20 and 15 are the chapters in the verse. He flipped through some pages. Here we go. Exodus chapter 20, verse 15. It's one of the 10 commandments. Thou shalt not steal. Chapter 33. Let's put the 2 new cards on the table, said Charles. He and his so-called teammates, Andrew and Haley, Charles planned on dumping them both right away before he made his glorious solo exit from the library, had scoured the library together for hours looking for more book cover matches. Peckleman wasn't nearly as good with the Dewey Decimal System as he had claimed to be, and Charles needed someone to do that sort of thing for him. His father always hired tutors or research assistants whenever Charles had to do a major paper or a report. Finally, around 6 in, coincidentally, the 600s room, they scored twice, finding Tea for You and Me, 641.3372, And why wait to lose weight? 613.2522. Now their picture puzzle had only 4 blanks remaining. They have sheep need, pedestrian walking sign, baseball player, tea kettle plus A plus E, someone weighing themselves, need, the house, Indiana, the quarterback, and need. Okay, said Andrew, I think it's pretty clear. Woolly blank, walk up, woolly blank, walk up the skinny black blank blank, house Indian, and 19 blank. Charles nodded and said, interesting, even though he knew Peckelman was way off. Hello, said Haley, that doesn't make any sense. Sure it does, said Andrew. No it doesn't. In his head, Charles had decoded the clues so far as you, a female sheep, blank, walk out the T plus A plus E, way, Weigh, blank blank, in past, blank. But out loud, he said, I think we just need to tweak Andrew's translation a little bit. Fine, go ahead. I don't care. Andrew slumped down in his seat to sulk. How about she blank walks out the skinny blank blank, house 500, and past blank. Where'd you get she? Asked Haley. From sheep, the card you gave us. Actually, I think the sheep is supposed to represent you because you is a female sheep. Fascinating, said Charles. I didn't figure that out. What he did figure was that Haley Daly was much smarter than he had assumed. She could be a serious threat, and no way Charles was sharing his prize with anybody, especially not with her. And now you get 500, and how did you get 500 from Indiana, she asked. Simple. Indianapolis, the capital of Indiana, is home to a race known as the Indy 500. Okay, so how about you blank walk out the skinny blank blank in because the Nancy Drew book was about an in, 500 past blank. Now Peckelman piped up. That makes more sense than what you said, Charles. Indeed, said Charles, sounding magnanimous. Perhaps the clues are telling us to locate a secret skinny passageway 500 paces past some landmark here in the library. Andrew was excited. This is like the pirate map from Treasure Island. Or, said Haley, maybe these clues are telling us that we need to go out and find our 4 books that we haven't found yet. We should split up. I'll go back to the 400s room. But we've already been there, said Andrew. Well, you guys might have missed something. Good idea, said Charles. He figured if Haley Daly wasted time retracing steps he and Andrew had already taken, that she would find nothing new and become less of a threat. Let's meet back here at, say, 7? Fine. Haley left the meeting room. Charles went to the door and closed it. You know what we really need, he said to Andrew. Chocolate milk and maybe some cookies? Charles shook his head. No, Andrew. We need whatever clues Kyle Keeley and his team have found, especially if they have our missing cards.